What's up, y'all? This is your boy Gerald. It is the 6th of January 2015. How is each and everybody doing? Now, I know that I normally put videos out on the weekends because, hey, you've got a busy schedule. You got things that you're doing, and they're there when you're able to check them out. But I wanted to put this out today because I'm starting to see something that is taking root. It's taking root, and it doesn't have to be that way. I know you're probably wondering, well, Gerald, what are you talking about? What is it that you see? Now, haven't you noticed how that each year society always has a way of turning the page or upping the ante when it comes to what we condone, what we digest, what we are exposed to. But what has gotten me disturbed is the fact that there's an underbelly, y'all. There's an underbelly of negativity that is gaining footing in our communities. And it is going after our young. I don't have to tell you about how they want, it's obvious. You know that they're going after the innocents. And they're trying to control everybody, everything, by attacking your mind. But what has gotten me so alarmed is the fact that we are in 2015, y'all. 2015, and we are still dealing with issues that have resonated since the 40s, actually before that. But I would love for someone to enlighten me. As quickly as we advance as a technological juggernaut, there's nothing or nowhere else better than the United States. We are a melting pot. We are a collective of people living in this United States. Well, why is it that we're making room for hatred? Why are we flirting with disaster when it comes to negativity? Why is it that they are trying to force feed racism? Come on now. Can someone enlighten me? Because, me, I'm a firm believer. You don't stop learning until you take your last breath. But why is it the more advanced we become, we take 5 steps back? This concerns me. But it also validates what I've already felt. If you are under the age of 20 years old, heed the word of a brother. Learn from the mistakes of those past. There is not, will never be, a future in separatism. There's only one way that can be resolved, and that is love. Love conquers all. But you know what really amazes me? Is the fact that would take you would have to take a position of courage to want to learn what compassion is, what being empathetic is about, which means you would have to ground your feet and take a look at yourself. Now, it's no secret, y'all, A child's mind is infinite, but it will gravitate to what the environment it is being raised in. A child does not know what racism is. A child doesn't know what hate is, but a child can be exposed to it. To my parents, it is your responsibility to govern your children. You set that template. You set that boundary. Because what is going to happen? One day, if you do not, you are going to see something exemplified in your child. Now keep in mind, they are your extensions. They are of you. This is no different than the tree in the ground. The roots run deep, but the branches run wide. That is your lineage. If you do not look a little deeper, prepare for pain to come. Did you hear what I said? I say this in love, y'all. We don't have room. We don't have room for separatism. Let's make 2015 the year that the history books said that this was the year that hatred died. Now granted, I'm not going to sit up here and be on this soapbox because we all have common sense, right? We do. But I'm pretty sure that, for those who are finally having the courage to look into themselves and do that work, I know you found some things that may have been amusing at first, but when you look at it in hindsight, you found embarrassment, you found shame, you found guilt. See, what you don't realize is your environment will never take accountability for you. Because see, you dictate that. You dictate what you see. Because you've got to put yourself there. You've got to own that. It's no secret. The world is made up of many labels and descriptions. But it is also made up of a lot of ignorant and bias. We don't have room, y'all, for hate. And here's the kicker. I don't know if y'all realize this. Even in fear, even in pain, even in chaos, there is always someone that is benefiting off of disorder. Don't let it rob you of the joy that should be in your heart. Don't let it, because it is like I mentioned before, it's like allowing crabgrass in a lawn. Once it gets its roots in, it is hard to pull out. Some of y'all, have been exposed by default, and you know no different. But ask yourself to look within yourself. Does it feel right? Does something feel off-tilted a little bit? Does something feel off sync? That's your conscience. That's your spirit telling you you're not living in your purpose. You're not living in your walk. So you can't expect good things to come from bad behavior. It will never come to pass. What do you think that I convey to each and every one of you? Remove the negativity from your life. It is what is blocking you from your growth. It is stealing your dreams. It is trying to... It's robbing you of your life, y'all. Now, I know you guys are busy in your day. And some of you guys are navigating through your week, and I hope that you place God first in everything that you do, because that's the only way you're going to be protected. But trust and believe what I'm telling you, y'all. Take accountability of what you allow yourself to be exposed to. If it don't look right, if it don't feel right, it ain't right. There is no gray area. But there will be a time where you will be forced to make a decision where you stand. More importantly, look at your legacy. Do you want to be remembered as a racist? A hate monger? Or someone that stood for something? Someone that was brave? That's why I always say speak your truths. That's why I always say it. Because no one can do your work. Only you can do that. And some of you wondering why you haven't met the one. I don't care what anybody tells you and says. Well, I've had people say, well, you know what? If it was the one, well, everybody feels like the one. Because guess what? You will never be able to have access to the one until you have the attributes of the one. That means you got to live upright. You got to live upright, y'all. Stop compromising who you are. Stop settling just to feel like you belong to something. There's no loyalty in pain. There's not. Because guess what? Love don't hurt. But guess what? Society's going to always throw those false flags out there, y'all. Because ultimately, the prize is your mind. That's why when you look at your TV, there's 1,001 channels to distract you. But the things that you need to see, they're only shown in the wee hours. Why is that? Because they don't want to keep you, they don't want you to be enlightened. They don't want you to grow. They want you to play your part. They want to attack your finances. They want to keep you dumbed down so you're controllable. My queens, I ain't got to tell you that. Why you think they promote so much negativity when it comes to you being a woman? And you're wondering why you haven't met the one. Because of all the bullshit. Society wants you to play that role. Society wants to see you on your back. Never using that. My kings, I'm going to keep saying this until the intended ear hears it. You got that last name for a reason. It is your responsibility to rear your children. Do not get caught up because you are not cordial with the mother. Guess what? Ignorance attracts ignorance. Be the exception to the rule. But make sure you put love first by loving yourself first. Now you already know how I feel, y'all. Your life is only going to go so far until you allow your higher power, as I know him, is my Lord Jesus Christ. But I am humbled to know He's one of many names. Until you have a spiritual connection, can you really see the real you? That is the test. That is the challenge. That you'll see your worth and value, even if that means you've got to stand by yourself. Because trust and believe when I tell you this. Those guys, they don't have courage to live their life. And they're going to play it out just like everybody else. And it doesn't matter. They don't matter. Don't get caught up in that. Be that shining star. Be that one that you are the trendsetter. You set the template of what good behavior is by respecting you. It's 2015, y'all. We shouldn't be hating on each other. We got all this technology going on, and we still don't know how to sit down at the table and discuss the things that shouldn't matter. Talk about synchronicity. Talk about synchronicity. Thank you, my angels. In the end, it doesn't matter if you're white, black, brown, blue, whatever. We are all one family, and it's called the human race. There's a lot of people that want you to give up on humanity and want you to think that good doesn't have a place in this world. And I'm here to tell you, you can't erase that. That's real. That's what real's about. So stay true to your feelings. Stay true to you. Stop accepting the things that are only going to hold you back. I love each and every one of you, y'all. Come on now. Claim your life. Speak your truth. And always place Him first in all you do. Even though you might not see the reward right now, trust and believe. In the intended time, you'll know. It'll be so profound. But you got to do the work. 2015. Let's heal. Let's end hatred. Let's end it. Let's end it. Because it ain't cool dropping an N-bomb. It ain't cool making anti-Semitic slurs. That ain't cool. That just makes you seem more shallow and ignorant. And don't we have enough fools in the world? Don't fall on that. Be you. Stay protected, stay blessed, and of course, stay you. Love to hear from you, y'all. Peace.